Elon Musk is a billionaire who is very powerful and doesn't need anyone coming to his defense. But these videos aren't about defending Elon, they're about criticizing the media. Because journalists love to sit around each other and get each other's backs, and no one seems to hold them accountable. They like to play the victim, but they're actually a very powerful industry. A journalist named Erin Biba tweeted out the other day that she was looking for female journalists who had been harassed because she was working on a piece. Well, that piece has come out. And while I don't normally make videos meant to directly address single articles, I think this one plays to a certain point in the debate about media credibility and ratings and whether or not they do need to be held accountable. Because it turns out that Erin Biba is claiming that she's receiving this harassment, but she might not be so innocent. Before we get started, make sure you head over to youtube.com/timcastnews. There'll be a little button appearing here. You can click that. Click the subscribe button, because this is where my live streams will be from now on, because I got a guideline strike and can only live stream here. And if you really want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/timcast. Please consider giving any amount if you'd like to help me continue doing my work. A couple days ago, we saw this tweet from Erin Biba. Female journalists, have you been harassed by Elon Musk fans? Please DM me your most horrific tweets and messages, and please share this. Shortly after this, the tweet was deleted. Erin privated her account and then eventually deleted everything on her Twitter account. And you have to wonder why. But no surprise, last night we did see a hit piece come out, an opinion piece in the Daily Beast targeting Elon Musk. Erin Biba wrote, "What it's like when Elon Musk's Twitter mob comes after you. When female journalists like me dare to question the SpaceX and Tesla founder, there's a predictable result. We get called bitches, idiots, and worse." Female journalists who cover Elon Musk have the same personal rule: mention his name on Twitter at your peril. That's because there is an army, mostly young, mostly white, almost entirely men, that marches behind him. These MuskBros, as we call them, make it their mission to descend on women who criticize Musk and tear them to pieces. I know, because it happened to me more than once. So I'll say it again for the sake of this video. I am not making this video to criticize Erin Biba because she criticized Elon Musk. This video is meant to criticize her playing the victim, when in actuality she engages in the same behavior she is actually calling out. And we'll get to that in a minute. I also want to point out that being insulted repeatedly simply because you said something about Elon Musk is also not cool. It is absolutely not cool that Erin would receive any hate or insults, gendered insults, or people saying really awful things to her simply for voicing her opinion, even if it is a bad opinion. But I also recognize this is the internet. Twitter has hundreds of millions of users, and it would be impossible to stop people from saying mean things. So sitting around complaining that people are being mean to you doesn't really accomplish anything. And more to the point, Erin Biba is trying to pretend like she's a victim of harassment when she engages in the same behavior. But before we get to that, let's take a look at her piece. So I don't want to read through everything, but she talks about how after tweeting at Elon Musk, eventually he responded to her, and this led to a wave of harassment. She tweeted, "A billionaire with massive power at Elon Musk lashed out at two of the most under-attacked industries in the country, journalism and science. Both are essential for democracy. We should criticize our important institutions, but we shouldn't threaten their existence with powerful ignorance." And Elon Musk responded, "I have never attacked science. Definitely attacked misleading journalism like yours, though." She says, Musk's tweet turned into a singularity of hate against currently targeted institutions in our country. The MuskBros had a lot of opinions about me being a woman criticizing their hero, and the MAGA set were thrilled that someone with such a big following was on their side against science and journalism. Many of these tweets have been reported by me and my followers and taken down by order of Twitter, but here's my favorite. Libtard Triggeration said, "You got effin' smoked, Erin Biba. Go shove your fake news up your grimy sea. You can't block or ban me. Free speech." Now I want to stress this is an opinion piece, and you shouldn't take the things in here as fact, but it's often these pieces that get shared, and she's saying that there's a particular group of people that oppose science and journalism. That's absolutely not true. Elon Musk criticizing the media was a call for more accountability in journalism, which could actually only strengthen it. Many of the people who are critical of the media aren't trying to shut down journalism, don't oppose journalism. They support it. What they don't support is disingenuous, dishonest articles like this one attacking Elon Musk or trying to insinuate in some way that simply because Elon Musk responded to your tweet, he is getting his fans to target you. That is not true. and rational people can see this. And that's why so many people agreed with Elon Musk and voted in favor of a ratings and credibility website. Erin highlights some of these emails. If only you weren't such an uneffable C. Forgive me, I can't swear, this is YouTube. Argel Lico said, one day soon we'll hopefully have a real journalist, hopefully doing the job you are not doing. Please go away. The body of this email is just harsh criticism. It's not even really that specific. The title, the subject matter, however, is pretty bad. But like I said, mean people exist on the internet. And if you tweet directly to someone with millions of followers, don't be surprised when people then send you messages. This email just says, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, that's not harassment. That's just someone calling you an idiot. And keep in mind, harassment typically refers to someone repeatedly sending you things when you tell them to stop. Another example that she posted from Rahul Kumar, who is not a white man, said, you just want to defame him. And that's just criticism. The piece is decently long. I don't want to read through the whole thing. And it kind of just points out that because Elon responded to her, he inadvertently sent a wave of vitriol in her direction, and he needs to pay attention to that. But while this reporter is complaining about harassment, people have been compiling tweets from her from the past. Someone pointed out that in response to one of Elon Musk's tweets, she said, you are pretty much the worst. And while I don't think that's pretty bad of a tweet, I just want to compare this to something she defines as vitriol or harassment. You just want to defame him. I would say that telling her she's defaming someone is actually much lighter than actually calling someone the worst. Or how about the you're an idiot? That's about on par with her calling someone the worst. They're meant to be insults, they're meant to deride somebody. I don't think those tweets are that bad. I think they're negative, and it's a bummer that people send that kind of stuff to each other. But she's sending similar stuff that she's receiving, so she's kind of not innocent here. In another tweet she said, you sent a thing to space. It cost $1 bazillion. You sent an advertisement. You are gross. Why not throw some science instruments up there? Why not put kids' science experiments on it? Why not use this moment to do some good or further education or anything else, not an ad? And she said, you are gross. That's basically the same behavior she's been criticizing. She also said, look, what I really want to say is that Elon just sent his giant dick into space and swung it around, but that might be going too far. Does Elon deserve to be insulted in this way? Does he deserve to be called gross and the worst? No, but this is the internet. And I think what Erin Biba did is she exemplified the complaints that many of us have with the media. This is entirely disingenuous. She's not really being harassed. You've got people sending you mean things on the internet. You can report them. It sucks, and no one should engage in that behavior. And I hope none of the people who follow me do that kind of awful stuff. Okay? You're allowed to be mean. You know, I can't stop you. But I think it's awful that people would do this. At the same time, like I said earlier, I accept that it happens, so I kind of just ignore it. Nick Monroe did us the favor of compiling the responses to Elon Musk from journalists. And it's pretty run-of-the-mill, people saying you don't understand journalism. I assume you'll promise to roll this out very soon, but somehow never get around to it. Buy thicker skin with your billions. Please log off. For all our sakes, please log off. When I see the response from journalists to Elon Musk, to me what this says is they're trying to get noticed by their peers. Why? Well, Twitter verified users are predominantly journalists. From Pointer in 2015, report. Journalists are largest, most active verified group on Twitter. The report, which is based on a sample of 15,000 verified Twitter accounts, shows that journalists make up nearly a quarter of the service's authenticated users. The next largest category is sports teams and athletes, followed by actors and entertainers. When I see all these journalists trying to get these hot takes saying, delete your account, log off, you know what you're talking about, it's because they're communicating to a specific demographic, their peers. Journalists are on Twitter talking to each other. They're the largest verified group, at least according to this report, and they all follow each other, believe the same things. So it's not just about them being in the newsroom, listening to each other and sharing ideas. It's about the fact that journalists all follow each other and share the same stories, playing a massive game of telephone. So it's no surprise then when someone comes out and criticizes them that they all try to get a hot take. They're engaging in the same behavior that Erin Biba called out. So when she says that people are directing hate or whatever in her direction because of Elon, she fails to realize that she and her peers do the same thing, and I believe it is safe to say that Elon Musk will receive more death threats, insults, and harassment in a single day than any of these people will receive in a lifetime. But to end off with a bit of humor from Marxist Macronist, he said, "Will US journalists please stop jerking themselves off every time they withstand abuse no worse than what any customer service rep gets? When you're on the internet, people say mean things and there's nothing you can do about it. When you're a high-profile individual, there's nothing you can do about it. Or when you tag someone who is a high-profile individual, don't be surprised if they respond to you and then other people can see what you said. Twitter is a public space where people communicate and anyone can see what you wrote." This woman, Erin Biba, has 15 or so thousand followers. And there have been people who have had significantly less followers get significantly worse harassment. It's true. Harassment is bad. Nobody should do it. Don't insult people. Don't be mean. Be nice. Be constructive. You can be condescending. You can be snooty. That's fine too. I personally don't like that. I'm that way sometimes, but I just hope people don't send people, you're ineffable and stuff like that, because that's just, you're just detracting. No matter what side of the argument you're on, insulting someone, calling them gross, calling them an idiot doesn't really accomplish anything. And this goes to everybody, from the journalists criticizing Musk, Erin Biba, and those who are coming after Erin. None of that is cool. But again, for the third time, I get it. It happens. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and we will keep the conversation going. You can follow me on Twitter at Timcast. Stay tuned for new videos every day at 4 p.m. And my live streams will be at youtube.com/TimcastNews. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.